Mills, these videos are from your April 2026 lesson. Based on, down the line putting shows you a lot of things. First of all, your putting stroke is really good. Okay, there's more things right with it than wrong with it, but there's certain things that are causing you inconsistency, and we'll point this up. The first one was you're consistently lining up to the right of the target, and when I first saw the stroke, I didn't notice what the cause was, but looking at the video, it's pretty evident the cause is, see how your eye line is, this case, like 3.5 inches inside the ball? Okay, so when you look at the target, you rotate your head, and so your eye line, is going at the target, which is pointed to the right of this line. In other words, if you just put your head down inside the ball and get inside the ball like say 4 feet and look, so you look directly on your eye line and it's 4 feet inside the hole. So then you move the gaze over to the target and you think it's to the right, and that's why your setup right. I think your setup problem, aim problem, is solved if you get your eyes over the ball. Okay, so all your other body lines are really good. All parallel left, your hips, your toes, your feet, your shoulders are all parallel left. It's really good setup. Okay. Then we look at the stroke, and we see. We just play this thing through. And see, you got some body movement, which isn't large, but it'll cause some inconsistencies. Watch your knee relationship. See how it's kind of spinning like a chip shot, right? Okay. So if you quiet that down, you get rid of the tendency to pull this club to the right. So the stroke itself goes back. See that purple spot is the tip of the club, so it's outside. So you got a reverse arc there, and then to hit the ball, you got to come down to the left, and so that purple mark is now where the toe of the club is, and there it is there. So here's the line. It goes from, well, you can see the purple dots. Okay, so we got to get the club never gets outside the line, and preferably that small little arc. So this size stroke, it only gets maybe the center line of the putter only gets maybe a half inch inside the aim line, and then it finishes a half inch. So if you can see, this is that's where the club head should finish, slightly inside. But in this case, what happens is you're cutting across it. Now it's leaving the aim line early, so you open the club, you twisted the handle. Otherwise, it goes straight down it. And you're hitting off sun putting. This is really good stroke. I like the idea of practicing with that putter in the hole of your putter, and you can actually make sure these distances between the tee and your arm stays the same, and it is. I mean, watch this stroke. This is really pure. See how it's really good. Now, I mentioned, you got a short backswing and a longer follow through. It's kind of old school, but you don't have a hit in there. So it should be a pendulum. So it should be the same distance back as it did through. But I'm not. I don't want to. I don't think you need to change it. You just have to make sure that gravity starts it, and you hold the follow through. The holding the follow through is magical. And by the way, you had the aim right because you're under the line, and you hit like 5 putts in a row, and they had to be like 10-footers. So the stroke is really pure. I wouldn't worry about driver face on. I can point out some things why you can hit the ball so well and such great club head speed. So let's just play this thing through. Kind of slow motion here. Okay. So, well, let's look at the good things. Watch. So when you take the backswing, here's the top of your swing. This purple line is where your hips started. So you're not swaying, you're not getting back. You know, we could get that thing going back a little more, but that's really a good turn. See that shoulder, left shoulder's behind the ball? That's really good. You know, pretty good top position here. You've rotated your head so your shoulder isn't bumping into your chin, so that's really good. Now watch this weight shift. So the belt buckle starts at that orange line, that vertical orange line. Okay, so you make a turn. Oops, you get behind the ball. Now, watch the push off this side up for the weight shift. So it goes there. Now watch this. The belt buckle goes that distance, which is the perfect distance, and the belt buckle where I'm pointing to there is exactly where your left hip started at address. So you got this world-class weight shift and getting through. The thing that's surprising to me is, see at the top, you've got this reverse shift here, reverse angle. So this is about 7 degrees, and what you need, every pro has, it's like 15 degrees this direction. So that orange line there is the kind of the back angle. That's about 15 degrees. So it's pointed away. So it gets you more behind the ball, and you can. It's easier to make a rotational swing in that direction. But you compensate for this, you know, kind of stuck over on your left side. Your weight's over here on the left side. See how the center of gravity is over here, so it's over here, and it should be on all the gravity. 90% of your should be on your right, up towards your right heel, okay? And you've got, you know, the center of gravity is closer to your left heel or right there. So good swing, really good weight. Way you can pound the ball. So this angle, there's not wrong. I don't see any inconsistencies here, other than, you know, you got this weird angle at the back top, but you make up for this great shift. Now with this shift, so the head starts at that little orange mark, and like 2 inches, and then it starts. So keep it there, get their body going. But this is kind of, if that head ended up going by the, then you're going to end up pushing it and sorts of weird shit. So swing is really good. Don't just think it'd be easy to get that left shoulder over the right. Okay, and now the deal is if you take 2 teams and you get that right knee